to Let's Talk Kentucky. I'm your host and moderator, Sherelle Roberts. We're here with the Let's Talk team. It's Lisa High, Kim Dixon, Susan Mills. We have an action-packed show. We don't have a minute to wait, so let's get right into it. Okay, so it's Coach Cal again. John Calipari touched down in Arkansas yesterday to become the new head coach of the Razorbacks, and they literally rolled out a red carpet for him inside the Bud Walton Arena. So we said goodbye to Cal. They said hello. They did this thing called the calling of the hogs and all that. So, Cal, you see it here. It was a big celebration. It's not as cool as if it would have been blue.
Of course.
You know. Yeah. But, all right, so Cal is gone. The end. Not really. Because yesterday, there was a report, there was a tweet that came out. The Coach Cal did a little interview with a news outlet called The Athletic, and here's what he had to say. Let's pull up this tweet. So it's very small, but it says this. I got to go over and look at it. It says, John Calipari says at Arkansas, NIL will be ready for him. He doesn't have to go out and do it anymore. And this is the quote. It says, the other thing to change is figuring out our roster, and you have to go in now and have NIL ready, which the school will do. I don't have to go out and do it anymore, which I had to do at Kentucky. Ooh, okay, Jeff Piecoro is on the phone with us because he is going to chat it up with us about this. So, first of all, ladies, how do you read that reported quote from The Athletic?
Arkansas is better than Kentucky.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically what it's saying. And, you know, and he said, and he also made mention, too, in his interview that he went to meet with the team. He goes, there is no team. So I have to start, you know, from the recruits I'm bringing in and all of that. So he has to rebuild, and he set it up where, you know, it's going to take a while to get this set up. He said, but that NIL situation is going to help him tremendously.
Well, he's got his chicken nuggets ready. Do we have Jeff on the phone, guys? Is he with us? Do we have Jeff? I don't hear him.
Guys.
Oh, there we go. Hi, Jeff. Okay, so Jeff, the chicken nuggets and the Walmart money is evidently a thing. How did you read that when you saw that quote?
Well, I think that what he was kind of talking about is he decided here at Kentucky that he would start what he called La Familia, and that was, you know, the family in Italian. And basically what he meant by that was all these guys, and if you remember, he sent a lot of them to the NBA, and this year their contracts added up. This season, if you add up all their contracts, it's over $2 billion with a B. $2 billion. So what he did is he went to those guys and said, hey, how about helping us out a little bit? You know, give us some money. I don't know how much they gave. I don't know how much he asked for. Susan might know. Talk to Cameron.
Maybe.
They gave some money. And what he's talking about is here at Kentucky, and when you look at it, you understand, because those are two of the largest companies in the United States. Tyson Foods, obviously, and Walmart. And, you know, they built a whole town there, Bentonville, just to support the Walmart and their employees. So they have a pot of gold, basically, $5 to $7 million that the school said they would fund each year through the giving of just those two alone. And last night you heard the athletic director and you heard Cal both say, hey, we don't want to just lean on those two. We want all of, you know, Razorback Nation. And I think this is becoming a problem, not just in Lexington, but all over the country, that you're now asking. I know I'm getting off the subject a little bit, but now you're asking your fans not only to buy tickets, not only to buy, you know, seat licenses, not only to buy the parking passes, not only to join whatever club here, it's the K Club, to get your tickets, but then on top of all that, we'd like to give you to give us more money so we can pay our players.
Okay, so that puts it in perspective.
Crazy.
Yeah, that puts it in perspective. So I get that. Yeah. This is why we have you on the phone, Jeff. So Lisa does have one more question for you, and then we have to say goodbye, unfortunately. But thank you, Jeff, because you have been our Sherpa through all of this.
So Jeff, let me ask you this. We saw that Scott Drew's family was in town yesterday here in Lexington. What does that tell you?
Well, that tells you basically that, and this happened a lot. This happened with Patino's wife. They brought her in ahead of the storm that happened when Rick came in, to just show that, you know, they've never been to this part of the country. So they brought him in here to show them, look, this is a cosmopolitan area. Here are some great neighborhoods you can live in. Here's where, this is the university. Here's, just the basics of Lexington. And you're trying to get them to say, wow. And here's the thing, guys, and I'm not knocking Waco, at all, but it is in the middle of nowhere. Okay? There ain't a whole lot there. But we will see just how this works out. But it's going to be crazy. We'll know today. I know there's supposedly a press conference sometime today to tell us yes or no.
All right.
Okay, that's what we want to hear. Jeff, thank you so much. We really appreciate you. We're going to have to bake you cookies or something. All right, love you, bye. All right, everybody, stay with us. Coming up after the break, we have an action-packed show today. First, we'll be hearing from some folks about a debutante ball that's coming up. Very exciting. Stay with us.